I think today we're going to try out the NGB here. Starts with a heavy ion, heavy laser, and 3 drones. 2 system repair and 1 anti-personnel drones. Starts with 1 shield, only 1 engine. Huh. Okay. Let's give it a go. The data you carry is vital to the remaining Federation fleet. You'll need supplies for the journey, so make sure to explore each sector before moving on to the next. But get to the exit before the pursuing Rebel fleet can catch up. Grinding sectors. It can be beneficial to stay in a sector for as long as possible to improve the ship, since each sector is increasingly difficult. A store right off the cuff. Obviously that's not that helpful to us. We probably won't even touch it here. Unless we go there now and then continue forward, but wouldn't really be any benefit to visiting the store. You receive a request. All of our military ships have been destroyed or damaged during the rebellion. However, there have been reports of a Mantis war camp only a few jumps from us. Can you help? We'll do what we can. Thank you. If you can just give us a count on their numbers, perhaps we can get the rebels to help. I listen some as I clean, like I said, yeah. Thank you, Arctic. Appreciate it. This is a very good game to listen to. It's very, very atmospheric. So, it's a very good background game, I think. Added a quest marker to our map. Okay. Let's get into it. A pirate ship was lying in wait inside the asteroid field. It immediately moves into attack. Alright, so they have a... I guess for lack of a better term, ballistic weapon. And then an ion cannon. We'll see how this goes. We're going to want to try and time our shots here. If we can. Bringing down their shields here is going to be nice. And then go after their weapons. You get a frantic message. Take everything we have, just don't kill us. 2 fuel, 4 missiles. I was going to say fjord missiles. And 10 scrap. We will not accept surrender. We are just going to go ahead and shell them out. There we go. Thanks for the assist, Asteroid Field. The ship explodes, leaving behind a substantial collection of useful scrap material. 3 fuel, 2 missiles, and 21 scrap. I'm not sure I'd call that substantial, but... we can shut this one down for now. Definitely want to hit that distress. Definitely want to hit the quest. So we can go to this distress and then like come down around, hit the quest, and then hit some of those if we have the time. That seems all right. You follow the distress beacon to a tiny asteroid belt. You find a small ship struggling to maneuver through the field. Hail them to offer assistance. Help, our shields are down, and we won't last long. Try to shield their ship with yours. Don't risk our ship. Leave them to their fate. Repair drone. Send a repair drone to fix their shields. Oh no! Your drone succeeds in keeping their ship from breaking apart while they fix it. However, you take some damage while attempting to leave the asteroid field. They offer you some military supplies as thanks for saving them. So we're down one drone part. We take 4 hull damage. But we're up 20 scrap and a burst laser Mark 1. And something is on fire. Shields are on fire. Let's go ahead and take care of this. And then I think what I want to do here is allow my Engi to get some repair experience. So we already actually have a pretty decent weapon set up. I actually think we can swap out the heavy ion for the burst laser. And we'll see what happens going forward. Let's just make a beeline to the quest, I think. And then we'll see. Well, we can hop to the exit from the quest. But if this gives us a quest marker, well, it probably won't. Alright, well, we'll take our time here and explore as much as we can. I think that's pretty alright. Your arrival is greeted by numerous computer alerts. The nearby automated rebel scout has used a local satellite to deploy a virus to disrupt your shield system. Hopefully it won't cause further problems. I can't talk today before you can destroy it. Alright. Well, they have a burst laser Mark 1 and whatever this is here, the missile launcher. We might take a little bit of damage here. Because we do not have a lot in the way of evasion. Actually, with their weapons offline, we can go ahead and use our Engi to repair here. That way we continue to get repair experience, because as soon as we get another crew member, we're going to be taking Cadrail off of the off of piloting. I'll jump over here. I was going to jump over here, then across and back up. But I kind of want to try to hit this area and then see what's up here if I can. You detect an automated rebel scout attacking a small refueling outpost. Intervene to defend the outpost. Detecting the higher threat, the automated ship moves in to engage your ship. Ooh, alright, so we're gonna want to take out the drones, I think. Alright. From here, we should be fine. We probably want to take out this. That way they can't ionize our weapons or something like that. Something silly. We want to make sure we're firing our burst laser first. That way we can fire our heavy laser and deal more damage if we hit. There we go. Now just set those to automatic firing. Take them right out. The ship breaks apart and you quickly salvage what you can. 3 fuel, 1 drone part, and 10 scrap. The outpost hails you after the scout was destroyed. Thanks for the help. We've been harassed nonstop by those scouts. Take this on the house. 21 scrap, 1 missile, and 3 fuel. We have plenty of fuel for the time being. Excellent. Distress signal. And we'll probably go up to the quest and then go from there. I knew someone would fall into our dastardly trap. It appears this distress beacon was nothing but a decoy for a pirate ambush. Well, it might be you who gets ambushed, good sir. Ooh. Spicy meatball. Alright. Again, our chance of avoiding is really so low that it's like almost moot. I mean, 10% is 10%, but alright, very nice. We got a hull breach there. So that'll take some time to get their weapons back up. I think we'll go for the O2 here. And we'll just kill him. The ship explodes, leaving behind a substantial collection of useful scrap material. 3 fuel, 1 drone part, and 18 scrap. Alright, let's head up to the quest. Upon completing your jump, you receive a message from a nearby ship. Greetings and welcome to our beacon. For a small fee, we'll let you continue on the way. They have 1 ballistic missile weapon. We will engage. So the drone here shouldn't be a problem. So we're probably gonna go for their actual weapon system here. That way they shouldn't be able to do any damage to us. To be super safe, we could take out the drone. Just in the off chance. Three fuel, 5 missiles, and 13 scrap. If we were using a missile weapon, that would be very nice, but since we don't have one, we have plenty of fuel right now. We will not accept surrender. Alright, their weapon is back online there. There is a fire. We might take a little bit more damage here. Yeah. Unfortunate. Alright. I'm going to turn on my system repair drone here. If only to get the repair drone out of the med bay. Let's get our engines repaired. And we will be back to it. Distress, quest, and then exit probably. We might not have enough jumps here. We might have to dive, which would not be great. You arrive near a damaged and dilapidated space station. It appears to be abandoned, but you detect faint life signatures on board. I do not want to board here, because if I board and lose my only crew member, then the run is just over. So we'll just take some scrap. I think we'll just barely be alright. You find the Mantis encampment, but there are far too many of them and to count accurately. You send a long-range message back to the settlement with your findings, but unfortunately there's not much you can do. It would be suicide to attack directly. I think if we had a Mantis here, we'd be able to communicate with them. Oh well. Yeah, that gives us just enough time to hit the exit here. Let's see what our options are, and then we'll decide how we want to upgrade our ship. You've arrived at the long-range beacon. When the FTL drive is charged, you can jump to the next sector. We don't really need any fuel right now, but thank you. Zoltan or rock controlled? Well, we can go rock, hostile sector, and then have a nice little green bean here, heading right to the end. I think that's better in the long run than going to the Zoltan controlled now. The rock people have a particularly aggressive stance towards alien races trespassing in their space. I don't know why I can't speak right now. You should tread carefully here. Okay. Do we want to try and wait for a store, or do we want to try and use our scrap now? We're not so weak that we're helpless. I think I will hedge and upgrade my engines here a little. But we'll keep most of our scrap for the time being. And we'll see how the fights are coming up. You jump into the middle of a rock excavation project on a nearby moon. Unimpressed with your intrusion, they move to defend themselves. Alright, well, we're not going to get boarded, which is nice. Last run we did on the NGA, almost everything we fought boarded our ship. Which was very problem because most of our crew were Engis. Alright. So that looks like a heavy laser. Or not a heavy laser. Whatever this is called, a burst laser 1. We want to go right for their weapon system. Alright, we didn't take the missile launcher offline, unfortunately, but we did take the laser offline. And we did manage to dodge those 2 missiles, which is very nice. Alright, got a breach. Oh, I just realized we don't actually have a camera system at all. But we did get a breach in the weapons, so those will be down for a good moment. It's probably smart to just go for their piloting so they don't avoid it all. We could go for the O2 and just try and wait it out, but that's kind of annoying to try without a camera system. We'll go the direct route. Oh. They might have an Engi on board then, with how quickly that was all repaired. Let's turn on our system personnel drone and get back here, because a fire definitely started in here. We'll try our best to get it all out. I'll bring you over here into the med bay. Oh. Right, because this is our drone system. You know what we're probably better off doing then is just airing this out. We're gonna air out this whole section of the ship. Alright, no more fires. Let our oxygen recover here a little bit. And we can head back to repair this finally. And then we'll head to the next beacon. A store would be nice. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see one, though, here in this section. Alright, so we can get to the exit from both directions. It's always wise to kind of check how all of the nodes connect to one another, because you'd be surprised. Sometimes you could have a beacon like this, where the exit is, but then it won't connect to the top or the bottom node prior. And you'll go throughout the entire, through the entire galaxy, only to realize that you need another 4 jumps to get to the exit. So, you do kind of want to think about your routing and how many beacons in general you'll hit. Because until you have long-range scanners, if you get long-range scanners, you want to end up adjacent to as many beacons as possible. That way you can see what's at every one of them if you can. So we'll probably go here, 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 and then up into this cluster, and then towards the exit. That seems pretty good. Whew, Captain of a rock freighter lost in the asteroid field hails you. Our coordinates led us here, but only death greets us. What must be, must be. Death to all. You power up the battle systems and wonder how long they've been stuck here. Alright. This could be a tough fight. With their lasers. Okay. Ooh. Evasion is working out for us. It might be worth investing more into more engines. But we're going to go right for their weapon system. Because if we can take down... Unfortunate. I don't know why I opened that door. Alright. If we can take out their shields here... They resisted the damage, but their shields are down. So hopefully between this... we'll be alright. We can close these doors back up. There's no more fire. Alright. The ship explodes, leaving behind a substantial collection of useful scrap material. Very nice. Alright. Let's get repairing the engine. We should be fine Just waiting for the FTL drive to charge. Store, very nice. I guess we'll go up into the top part of the sector here. Try and get as much scrap as we can before the store here. As a naturally warlike species with few intergalactic diplomatic ties, the Rock people have garnered quite a reputation as fearsome pirates. You stumble across one of their ships, and they promptly live up to type. So again, there's a ballistic missile. But it is what it is. Can't really do anything about it. Alright. I think we can still fire our burst laser into their weapons, even after the breach, just in case. And then we'll go for their piloting. That way they don't dodge us. And we can just keep them offline here. Excellent. The ship explodes, leaving behind a substantial collection of useful scrap materials. Ooh, 2 stores right next to each other. I wasn't even expecting to see one. I might even buy some crew members here. The Defense Drone Mark II is actually really tempting here. Along with a second heavy laser or a pike beam. I think we'll skip out on the heavy laser Mark I, but I do think we want the pike beam here. And then we can run the burst laser and the pike beam for the time being. But that'll be a problem. That weapon system becomes a problem once we run into ships with 3 or more shields. So we will have to continue to upgrade our weapons as we go, or find offensive drones. I don't think we're going to go with the beams. The beam drones are just too inconsistent. The defense drone, though, I think I also would like. There's also an argument to be made here for the Zoltans. The reason that the Zoltans are nice is because they actually provide 1 power to whatever room they're in. So if we buy these 2 Zoltans, for example, and then put one on shields and put one on weapons, it gives us 2 additional reactor energy to deal with, which is actually, like, if you kind of think about it, it's a 50 scrap, like, deal, like, so I think we can get rid of a system repair. I also kind of want to get rid of the drone reactor booster, and I definitely want to get rid of the heavy ion here. We can put that all in cargo. Because I think we only need 1 system repair now. And we're not going to get any, like, really any more mileage out of the heavy ion. The heavy ion can be very nice, but now's not the time for it, I think. So we'll sell that off, we'll sell that off. And I think we'll get rid of the drone reactor booster. I mean, we have plenty of scrap, so it's not so important. There's also an achievement here that I want to look at real quick. Give me 1 second. Okay, never mind. It's not for this ship. It's for a different ship. The argument for the drone reactor booster right now is just that that we don't have any other sub or augmentations. I definitely want the 2 Zoltans here. I'm tempted to get the pike beam right now. I do like the pike beam. It has its pros and cons. It can deal a lot of damage, but I don't think we have quite enough projectiles to justify it. Another heavy laser 1 for now wouldn't be the worst. But let's put a... We want a Zoltan on... I think we want to get somebody going on shields. And... weapons. Alright, I think what we're going to do... As... not great as humans are, I think we're going to buy this last crew member here. We're going to have him on the pilot and then put our Engi on engines. That way, all of our primary systems are being manned. And then what we're going to do is improve our... I think we'll buy our next shields here. Actually, we'll wait for the second store. We can even hit this distress, then go to the store. So we have a little bit more money. Send your battle drone in to help. Help, we're being... You find a number of ships fleeing from a small space station. You hail them asking what's wrong. Help, we're being overrun by some sort of giant alien spiders. Giant alien spiders are no joke. Anti-personnel drone, send your battle drone in to help. Down a drone part. You pull up alongside the station and release the drone through the airlock within a short time. The majority of the creatures are dead with only a little collateral damage. They express their most sincere gratitude. I think rocks will can also be used in this event. Down 1 drone part for 17 scrap, 3 missiles, and 4 fuel. Very fair trade. Alright, let's check out this other store. Flak 1. Flak 1 is an incredible weapon. Not quite as good as Flak 2. Flak 2 is still better. A boarding drone. That is tempting. So is another Zoltan here. The defense is nice. The boarding drone is nice. We definitely won't have the power to use both of these. And the Flak 1 is handy. It's actually a little bit better than the burst laser 1. Takes 1 fewer seconds to charge. Requires the same amount of power, and it fires 1 additional projectile. Flak weapons target an area instead of a single room. This loss of accuracy means more firepower and speed than their counterparts. Lock bomb. Self-teleporting explosive that does no damage but creates a dense wall preventing movement in or out of the room. Interesting. I think we're going to take the boarding drone here. I don't think we're going to go with the flak. It doesn't feel like the right time for the flak one. Because it's so close to the burst laser one, I don't think it's worth spending the scrap here on the flak one. Since it's only a very minor upgrade to the burst laser one. So I think now's the time to sell the drone reactor booster. I think we'll also get rid of the... we'll hang on to the anti-personnel drone for now. And then we want to repair our ship. So, fix all is 10. That seems like a good amount. And then I think we want drone parts here. And then we will upgrade our engines an additional time. We have plenty of power. Oh, we wanted to... yeah, we'll actually put this into shields here. All right. Good little... what's the word I'm looking for? Good little shopping spree. Attack the slaver scum. We have a chance of getting a crew here for free. We'll just go for their weapon system. I'm not sure where that missile ended up. I think it missed. I'm not complaining about that. Alright. That's offline now. At least for the most part. Accept their offer. Yeah, I mean, a free Zoltan is hard to argue with. We will put you on doors for now, since we don't really have anywhere else to put you. I don't think these stack. Let's see. They do. That's incredible. Zoltan do stack. Alright. We're going to put you on the engines, though. That way we have a wandering Engi to repair stuff. Very nice. Alright, let's get out of this sector. Intruders on board. Let's see where they end up. I can turn on my anti-personnel. I think that's fair. And then... take out their weapons here. Ooh, that's rough. We're gonna shut that down. We're gonna send him in to fight. There's not really a good way to vent out this ship, unfortunately, is the problem. The Engi is like really not the right person to be fighting this, but this is going to be a battle of attrition either way. Take you out. We want to swap our crew in and out here, I think. Okay. I wish we had the level 2 medbay right now, but it is okay. Swap out these Zoltans. We got there. We got there. Okay. 35. Okay. We can't afford a level 2 medbay, but it's not that big a deal. Everybody back to where you started. I actually forgot to set positions here. So we want you there. Right. You're on weapons. You need to go in there. You are going to be on shield, I guess. Who's on shield? I really haven't gotten any shield training since I bought my crew. Interesting. I remember I put a Zoltan on engines. So Ohm would have been on engines. Andin would have been on shields. Maxim on weapons. My Engi is on doors, so he can roam and repair stuff. And my human is pilot. Can I upgrade my pilot seat? I can. I think we're just going to grab that. Improve our invasion. Debating how many more jumps we have here. If I just want to go to the exit and move on, or do I want to try and get all the scrap that I can from here? We probably have 1, 2, 3 jumps. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 4 jumps either way. Yeah, I think we have 4 jumps here. I think we'll be all right. A rock captain hails you. It is improper of me to contact off-worlders, but this is an emergency. We were on our way to deliver our passenger to her new husband, the Grand Basilisk of Numa 5, when our engines broke down. Will you take possession of her and make haste to Numa 5? Accept the passenger. Okay, so it's in the next sector. Okay. A loud thud resounds through the ship after jump completion. You've just shunted a rock fighter, and he's already preparing to fire. We're more than happy to oblige. It's a good fight to have 2 sets of shields, and I will tell you what, we might be able to get... Yeah, cool. We were able to get our damage to their weapon system in before they fired their Burst Laser Mark II there. We'll continue to hit the weapon system and hit the captain's seat. the less dodging they do, the better. 7 missiles, 1 drone, and 18 scrap. We can get more. You picked this fight, but we're gonna finish it. Excellent. Oh yeah, we have plenty of time. Plenty of time, plenty of fuel. We are good to go. No one bothers your ship as you float among numerous space stations and mining platforms. The Rock certainly run efficient operations. You've arrived at the long-range beacon. When the FTL drive is charged, you can jump to the next sector. An advanced Rebel automated ship remains stationed near a small Rebel space station. Sensors indicate it's a strange storage vessel for military goods. Attack the automated ship to get to their storage cache. Oh, this is more than fine as far as this fight goes. This is actually probably a good time to get some training in. So we're going to turn on auto fire. We are going to start firing our heavy laser at them. And while this goes ahead, this allows us to increase our weapon skills. Well, I say weapon skills. This allows us to train up our crew skills. So piloting skills, weapon skills, shield recharge skills, all of that's going to be going up. You'll see the green indications over here showing that our stats are improving. Because we have our second shield, this ship can't hurt us at all. While we train up here a little bit, I'm going to go refresh my water. I will be right back. I have returned. I think the main thing that I'm looking for here is the weapon skill. A lot of the other stuff we'll get passively, but training up our weapons and our shields a little bit is pretty invaluable. And we may not get too many opportunities to get them trained up. Considering everything, I think the main thing that I want to do is get my weapon skills up to the second stage there, because there are 3 stages for each skill: base, +1, and +2. Unfortunately, the beam doesn't also give us a shield because it doesn't do any damage to shields. We're also getting a little extra training on engines and piloting. Which is quite nice. Because if we can get our piloting and our engine skills up, it does increase our evasion by quite a bit. And you'd be surprised how important not getting hit can be. Alright, we're almost set here. I was thinking about starting to alternate my burst lasers. Yeah, we'll see what happens here. I'm going to turn off auto fire. And we'll alternate our... We'll start alternating our lasers here. And we'll just deal a little damage to him, little by little. And if we need to stop to finish out our skill, we will. If I don't deal any damage to him, that's just as good. Almost there. 4 more shots. And then once my stats have improved, I will actually go ahead and take the ship out here. Did get in a nice chunk of training, though. You salvage what you can from the broken ship. Investigate the station. The station is a storage site for various resources. You salvage everything possible. 2 missiles, 1 drone, and 18 scrap. Alright. I could save up for the next store. We are going into... Ooh. Am I going into the... I wish you could see your quests. Unless it doesn't matter. It just generates for whichever one you go into. In that case, we're going to be going into the rebel-controlled, most likely. And then take this nice green bean all the way home. But I do want more engines still. Considering we do have a good amount of spare power. I mean, the spare power can be used for the boarding drone if we decide to go that route. Let's take 1 additional engine. And then we'll go from there. It's not a whole lot of additional evasion, but it is something. This sector was bustling with activity just a few years ago. Now, more than half of the jump beacons have been destroyed, many settlements have been abandoned, and the rebels patrol constantly. There's the quest. So I think we would just want to go right down to it as quickly as possible. You jump into a sector of the nebula beset by a plasma storm. An automated rebel scout stationed at the beacon moves into attack. Do we take this fight, or do we attempt to outrun it? We're down to half power. But the automated ship will as well. I think we'll be fine here. Yeah, I think we'll be alright. This chain ion is going to be rough. But if we go ahead and take out their weapons right now, put our roaming Engi repairman to work. I think we'll turn on O2 here, just to make sure that we don't run out of it. Air. That was nice and easy. Definitely worth the 42 scrap. Wow. All right. There appear to be a number of small stations nearby. Before you have time to scan them, warnings go off. A rebel teleporter was used in one of the stations. You have been boarded. All right. I might power up my my anti-personnel drone here, yeah. And then we need to be somewhat diligent, because this is going to be a tough fight. And I never did I never did upgrade my medbay to level 2. That was pretty close there. Yeah, he's going down real quick. Alright, we might have to take a little damage here. I don't want to blow through all of my drones. All of my drone parts here. But we should be able to finish them off right here. And then we'll get to get everybody back to where they need to go. And get everybody healed up. And we didn't even take any damage. Maxim getting some training and repair is not the worst thing here. But you know what? I think I kind of want to just continue giving as much as I can to this Engi. Engi's repair stuff much quicker than other races, other species. But they're very bad at fighting. So having an Engi trained in maintenance and repair means that you can repair stuff very quickly. quest, and then I guess we'll go through the bottom of the sector there. Travel along that way. A vast tunnel network near the surface of Numa 5 indicates an advanced rock civilization. This must be where you were asked to deliver the passenger. Realizing arrival is imminent, the passenger silent so far pleads with you not to hand her over. She is interrupted by the Grand Basilisk's chief aide. To the alien vessel holding the Basilisk's wife, deliver her to us. You will be rewarded well. I don't know what the options are here. Let's see what happens when we hand her over. If we refuse to comply, obviously we get a fight, but I don't know what the reward for that is. But let's see what happens when we hand her over. May your children erode into dust, she screams as she's bundled into the waiting shuttle. The rock guards on board hurriedly drop off an exotic piece of technology and return to the Grand Basilisk. Long-range scanners, okay. That was definitely worth it. Long-range scanners are incredibly valuable. Adds additional info about nearby beacons on the star map. So we can see where ships are actually located and stuff like that. So right here it says, possible ship detected, asteroid field detected in this location. We're not going to hit this jump either way, but it is quite handy. We find ourselves low on fuel and have a proposition for you. 4 fuel for a drone part. That is a terrible trade. Even if I needed the drone parts. Sorry, sir. Ooh, another store. We can visit this here, head down to the store, and then like go up and around. Maybe. We'll see how many jumps we can get. The AI of a nearby small rebel scout immediately identifies you as a threat and engages. Spooky. Hacking our doors. Alright. Whatever floats your boat. I forgot to turn my weapons back on there. That almost could have been a disaster. Oh, both of our burst lasers missed. Unfortunate. It almost might be worth... I think what we're going to do here... This is... This might be a little bit silly. But we're going to fire up our boarding drone. Hit their engines, okay. That's actually fine. It'll hit their engines and then their shields, and then they won't be able to avoid us anymore. Well, now they can't avoid us anymore, but it's really neither here nor there. The ship explodes, leaving behind a substantial collection of useful scrap material. Do we want to hit another distress before the store? I mean, we have a lot of jumps here. We could go like here, here, here. Like up and then back down and then to the exit. A Federation encrypted signal is being broadcast from a nearby planet. Send an away party to investigate. It could be a trap. Let's move on. I don't really want to lose any crew here. So I'm not going to risk that, because because I don't know what happens exactly. I think we'll take this, hit the distress, hit the store, and then get out of the sector. A rebel ship hails you. Federation scum, we've waited a long time for this. Alright, they are going to be boarding here. With one human. Here's what we're going to do. We want the Engi to go in there first then. Because we don't want the Engi to be fighting directly. We just want the Engi to be providing some amount of support. Alright, they did manage to get a flak off, which is unfortunate. Alright, you are going to start repairing that. You're going to come in to help fight. We'll do a swaparoo here. Alright. Everybody back to where they're supposed to. You keep repairing there. Everybody home. And then we'll worry about healing up after the fight. You are considerably more well armed than I would have thought. We surrender. 3 fuel, 3 missiles, and 18 scrap. We will not accept this paltry offer. I bet you we can get more scrap. I bet you we can. Excellent. We did get more scrap. 10 more scrap, in fact. Alright, and Kendril to start. And once Kendril is healed, we can send in Maxim. And we don't even have to technically spend a ship's power on our medbay. I do want to upgrade our medbay to level 2, though. I think that is a very good idea. Ooh, there's another store over here, but we can't get to the exit from up top. We have to go south. So I think we'll hit this distress, hit that store, and then get out of the sector. You follow the distress beacon to a tiny asteroid belt. You find a small ship struggling to maneuver through the field. They respond, help, our shields are down and we won't last long. Repair drone. Send a repair drone to fix their shield. 4 damage to your hull, 1 repair drone used, but we did get a glaive beam. That's very nice. Where are the fires? There are fires somewhere. Hey, Swerve, here to lurk and vibe for a little bit. How am I doing? I'm doing quite well. Except my ship is on fire somewhere. I think. Yeah. My ship is on fire somewhere, and I'm not sure where. We're going to open these vents here while we try and figure this out. It's got to be in here, then? No, the fires must have been right in there. Okay. Cool. As the kids say, easy peasy lemon squeezy. We'll get to the store and then jump to the end. You discover a resupply station used by rebels and civilians alike. You transmit your fake ship identification, and for once, they don't seem to recognize your ship. You try to assume the air of a local as you prepare to dock. Sensors. Now, the glaive beam is incredibly powerful. How? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have just enough juice to use it. The thing with the glaive beam, though, is that our burst laser 1 and our heavy laser 1 only fire a total of 3 projectiles. Although if you run into a flak, this anti-drone is really tempting. I think we'll give up on the boarding drone here. Well, I think we'll give up on the anti-personnel drone. We're gonna pick up the anti-drone. How useful are the sensors? I think the sensors are pretty useful. I'm gonna heal back up to 25. The system repair drone has been handy, so I think we'll hang on to that just in case. We don't really need any more crew. A mantis might be nice for boarding situations, because we will have to deal with boarding situations. Especially because this ship only has a 2-slot med bay. I think it's more pertinent to start improving our weapon system, though, so we can reach the glaive beam sooner rather than later. So we'll go ahead and do that. And I think that's the play. You stumble across a forward scout of the rebel fleet. They are powering up their FTL. If they get away, they will no doubt warn the fleet of your position. Alright, this combat drone isn't going to be that dangerous. I think we want to throw out our boarding drone. But I don't think we get to pick where the boarding drone goes. Because I would like to launch it into their engine or their pilot. We'll see where it ends up. Weapons. That's actually not too bad. But we do need to take out their... Need to delay their FTL for as long as possible. Let our Engi man get to work on that. everybody back into place except for the Engi, who will continue to repair. We want to get our shields up as quickly as possible. I'm going to bring you into here for a moment. Well, as long as they have that... Okay, I was thinking we might be able to, like, get the weapons offline with our border drone. And then kind of tough it out. Go for the crew kill. But as long as they have the med bay, I'm not sure that that'll be possible. But we can certainly try. Okay. There goes our boarding drone. I think we'll just take them out here. They were able to get in one more point of damage, unfortunately. But them's the breaks. Them's the breaks. I will tell you what. Alright, 75 and then 90 for our last two required... our last 2 points in our weapon system that we need. A ship conspicuous with conspicuous pirate markings is orbiting a nearby moon, broadcasting a simple message claiming to have equipment available for sale. Hail the ship. Yes, we have an extensive stock. Come aboard and see our wares. Let's try it out. Ah. I think this is a weird situation, though, where if we buy nothing, they'll actually deal damage to us. Yep. I was correct. We'll actually fire up a system repair drone here. This is going to be a little tough. We need to watch out here. But to be fair, they're boarding with an Engi, which is really not that effective. We'll air this part of the ship out to get the fires extinguished. Work on keeping their weapons as shut down as possible here. Alright, you win. Here's some equipment from our stores. Leave us alone. 3 fuel, 4 missiles, and 19 scrap. We will not accept such a paltry offer. We'll close this back up. Everybody back to your stations, except you're going to continue to repair here. Oh, right, the fight's still continuing. I almost forgot. Keep missing. Once the system repair drone is back, we'll shut you down for now. Weapons are charged. The wrong laser keeps missing. Oh no. Ion bomb. Glad that doesn't deal any damage. There we go. Alright, you two are going to go ahead and heal up here. The ship explodes, leaving behind a substantial collection of useful material. A few less missiles, which isn't that big a deal because we're not using missiles, but much more scrap. That is certainly hard to complain about. And we're just gonna ride the green bean straight home, I think. You arrive in Zoltan space. From what you have heard, they anticipated the coming war and made preparations to hold their borders. A store right off the bat. Yeah, we'll visit it now. At the very least, we could use some hull repairs. Vulcan. That would be it. That would be my weapon system. The Vulcan and the glaive beam. Huh. I think this might be worth it if I can get it. Because the Vulcan is a game winner on its own. Heavy laser 1. But that would be my entire weapon system when the time comes. Do we get rid of the boarding drone, maybe? The boarding drone has been a little bit of utility, but it's not that good by itself. I think we'll get rid of the boarding drone. I think we're going to grab this Vulcan here. We're going to keep our heavy laser and burst laser for now. 25 and 25, 50. Because this is 75. And we still need something in the meantime. The Vulcan by itself still can win us fights. Because it's so fast. At full charge, it fires quicker than... shields recharge. So it can get through and chew through shields. But only having the Vulcan right now as my only weapon is a little suspicious. So I think we'll hold off on that. On selling the burst laser and heavy laser. But we will pick up the Vulcan, which I already did. And then we'll heal back up to 25. And now we just need to save up the scrap for activating the Vulcan here. Good store. Alright, so no matter what we do, we have to go through these nebulas here. At least a little bit. This nebula turns out to be the hiding place of a terrified rock crew taking refuge from the Zoltan border police. I don't know why that sentence is funny to me. They don't seem prepared to risk your leaving with their coordinates and open fire. All right. They can't actually get through my shields, I don't think. But this does have some merit, just to desynchronize their laser weapon and their beam weapon. Unfortunately, we missed, but they missed as well. So, kind of a wash. All right. Our engine upgrades are paying off little by little. I'm actually going to try and get the pilot seat here once. Because if we can get keep the pilot seat incapacitated for our next volley, then we can definitely hit the weapons here at least once. And now these two weapons should be disjointed enough. I was thinking about shutting down the burst laser for the glaive beam, but I'm not sure. Let's go ahead and do it. We'll keep firing here to continue to get some weapon skill. Alright, now we'll hold off. I'm going to fire the heavy laser and the glaive beam. And the glaive beam should still do 2 points of damage to each of these runes. Yes! Excellent. We'll swap back. Ooh, another store. I think we want to hit as many of these ships as possible and just go for maximum scrap intake. Maximize our scrapola. Your ship is hailed. We found you at last. Prepare to die. What's so special about us? Oh no. I don't want to die, but they literally can't hurt us. Alright, they can hurt us a little bit. Alright, we'll go ahead and do this. Actually, we should have taken the guy off of engines in hindsight. But you know what they say, hindsight's 20/20. We don't really need to go for their weapons because they can't hurt us, so we're going to go for their drones here. Because that way at least the boarding drone won't be able to fight back, and hopefully we can take them down nice and quick. You're gonna head to the med bay. Our system repair drone is being powered. That's what's happening. And I think we'll do what we did last time here and power up the glaive beam since they only have one shield. I should have been doing this from the very beginning, in all honesty. But it is what it is. Oh, this poor system repair drone. At least it got the hull breach fixed, so we'll have our O2 back. Then we'll go back in to finish off the drone. Ow. That is the opposite of good. Oh, because our shields. I see. Alright, we want to get somebody in there as quickly as possible. Alright, can we keep the glaive beam powered, please? Alright, now we We want to make sure that we're outpacing the damage from a lack of O2. Now we go ahead, use a glaive beam, just tear through their ship real quick. Get Maxim healed up here. And be on our way. Great success. I'm tempted to go up into the nebula here and then dip back. Yeah, why not? Scrap is scrap is scrap if we can get something here. Nothing there, okay. Should have trusted my long-range sensors. Oh well, you arrive in an asteroid field and are greeted by a Zoltan guard. By attempting to access these closed mining fields, you are in violation of the Natural Mineral Protection Act. Your weaponry will be confiscated for processing. You don't have time for this. Definitely do not. We'll swap these back on. We definitely want to go for their weapons, but fortunately the asteroids are helping me out here. I'm not going to be able to get through this volley. Wandering Engi, do your Wandering Engi stuff. Oof. Alright, let's hopefully take out the weapons here. Nope. This is not looking fantastic. Alright, there we go. There we go. Alright. Now we can just shake, rattle, and roll. Shake, rattle, and roll. Oh, I didn't stagger that enough. Oops. Alright, we'll take that. Thanks for the assist, asteroid field. Let's go ahead and get... we will actually do this slightly differently. That way we never actually have to take energy from the ship to power our medbay. All right. Distress beacon it is. Kind of want to go up into here a little bit if we can. Let's get it on. Ooh, another one of these. You find the source of the distress call, a small research station. It appears a small laboratory fire got out of control and is threatening to destroy the station. Their fire suppression system is not responding. Dock and try to rescue the survivors. Leave. Repair drone. You send your repair drone in and it methodically puts out the fires. Once it has made some progress, the rest of your crew helps to secure the station. Contact the survivors. They offer you their sincerest gratitude. The station would have surely been destroyed without your assistance. They transfer a small reward and an additional drone schematic. Defense Drone Mark II. That is excellent. That is super good. Man, this system repair drone is paying off in dividends in huge ways. Having, like, if you walk into a scenario where having a drone system is good, having one system repair drone, because they're relatively cheap, is probably a good way to go. Absolutely incredible. I think here we can get both of our last power systems. The question is, do I want to swap over? I'll probably keep the Burst Laser 1 in my system. But this way we can run... Oh, wait, what? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Oh, we still need one more. Never mind. Oh, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You know, we still need one more bar of power. But what we can do... is run the Burst Laser and the Vulcan. Does require all of our juice for now, but... let's go up and see what these two beacons are, and then we'll go from there. Very light sector here. Defense Drone Mark 1, alright. Just make these jumps because we can, largely. And, oh, there is a ship up there. But we need to go 1, 2, and then 3. Do we have 3 jumps? I think we do. I think this will be fine. We'll get some fuel back for this, most likely. Alright, we are going to target their weapons. I should have stored the glaive beam for now and turn on auto fire. We will start chewing through them fairly quickly here. Almost have our shields charged there. Or trained, rather. Now the Vulcan is fully operational. As you can see, the Vulcan by itself is incredible. The Vulcan in and of itself can win games. The Vulcan is an incredible weapon. 100 more scrap and we'll be good to go. We actually didn't get any fuel for that. That's unfortunate. But it is what it is. Demand the surrender of their goods. We will go for their pilot seat. Man, turning on my anti-drone for even a second there would have been good. Alright. We're gonna have you two... Oh, that is unfortunate. Alright. Rather than going through that effort... Oh, it's an ion. Okay. That's very bad. Vulcan is going to start going for that, actually. And once we can... Oh. Alright. Their drone system is down. Let's go back to that. Alright. We took a little bit more of a punishment than I expected to there. But we are A-okay. Let's heal up some. Let's get our last weapon power bar here. He'll fix up our drone station, our drone system. And then we will head to the next jump. And by next jump, I mean sector. Engi homeworlds. This could be lucrative for us since we have an Engi on our ship. You have arrived in Engi space. The fall of the Federation has brought tough times for these robotic life forms, but they're usually willing to help. Unvisited possible ship. Surprised we've gotten so low on fuel, but we're going to aid the civilian ship. One Mantis border. That's not that much trouble. We should probably just go for their weapons here. Yeah. Okay. Excellent. They went back. Yeah, any ionization though against our weapon system will be a problem. We'll see what happens here. Turn auto fire back on. Ooh, shutting down the weapon resets it. That's tough. I'm gonna start moving Ohm here. Ohm really needs the healing. Okay. The Vulcan's firing full burst. Now it's not. That's going to reset it again, which is annoying, but this time, at least right now, their weapons are offline. So we'll get the Vulcan going one more time. Oh, our O2 system is off. That's not fantastic. Watch my O2 indeed. Generally good life advice. Alright. Now the Vulcan's fully charged. Yeah, now we definitely need to spend money on system power here. Attempt to contact the civilian ship. It seems the crew did not survive the assault. You take what you can from the remains of the ship. Unfortunate. We'll heal you guys up here. Now our weapons are fully trained. Our piloting is fully trained. And our engines are getting there. Excellent. All right. Now we are just going to start buying a bunch of power, I think. Because that's what we need. Ah, I see. That's how we have to do it. All right, let's try this out. Let's try this out. We'll see what happens. Explore the asteroid field. 5 damage to your hull and nothing else. Unfortunate. It's really only our Engi that has any repair experience, so in this case I think we'll go ahead and send our Engi in to get this repaired. That O2 message was actually from when I first showed up, but it's relevant here as well. Yeah, no, I caught that. I just didn't think to respond to it. Because by the time I saw it, the situation had been dealt with, but the situation reared its ugly head yet again. We are still in need of more ship power. A backup battery would be pretty good at the very least. We'll head down here, then head back up to the distress beacon. Even though each individual Engi is made up of trillions of nanomachines, their culture still revolves around traditional social interactions. A nearby station seems to be constructed for entertainment of passing Engi travelers. Hey, we're one of those. The problem with this distress beacon, as much as I want to go to it, the only way out is to jump back to this beacon. And I really don't want to dive. Not with 10 hull health remaining. Beam weapon, carefully cut the ship out. You arrive at the distress beacon near a small asteroid belt and find a ship with pirate markings partially crushed between 2 large rocks. It must have been illegally mining the belt without proper equipment. Yeah, we can use our beam weapon to carefully cut the ship out and get additional rewards. You use your beam to make a few precision cuts in the asteroid. The ship gives you a quick burst of thrust and the rock crumbles away. They thank you and offer some of the resources they have collected. Excellent. More power! And then I think we should be set here for the time being. I think what we want to do next is one more set of shields. And then we'll focus what we can into our engines. You arrive at a smoldering Engi research station. Its distress call unanswered. Attacked by pirates or mantis most likely. There may be someone left alive, or else something of value left on board. Let's run another scan. Scans reveal the station's reactor is overloading. Not only that, but an injured Engi and a functioning drone schematic are still on board. There's not time for both. Let's take the Engi here, because an extra Engi roaming the ship is always very helpful. Even if Engis aren't trained in repair, their repair skill is just so much faster than anybody else's that it's worth having them. Your away team heads straight for the Engi and returns with time to spare. You put some distance on the station before it blows, and the Engi is so impressed by your crew that they volunteer to join you. Excellent. Now we can have you on cameras. This will be our new formation. Do we want to try and investigate these stores? I don't see why not. But there's not really all that much we need except for repairs. But we should probably try and get as many jumps in there as we can before the stores. Seems like good etiquette. You come across a large trade station, however, as soon as you approach, a warning goes out to all ships in the region. Do not associate with the Federation sympathizer. All who oppose the rebels will be punished. Search among the stores to see if someone will sell to you. You apparently spoke to the wrong person in your search for a store. Warnings go off and you detect an automated rebel ship moving into attack. Cloaking. That's quite the weapon system you got there, friend. The only thing that's really threatening to us is the ion, in all honesty. But Vulcan can start doing its thing. And once our glaive beam is charged, then we'll have even fewer problems. Well, once we can actually fire it against them. Can hit 4 systems here. There we go. The ship explodes, leaving behind a substantial collection of useful scrap material. I think we can hit this site before we go up and hit the other store. That seems alright. Attempt to download the data stores. We woke it up! Alright, we'll get the Vulcan going. It might actually be worth to fire off the glaive beam here because we'll still do 1 damage to all of these systems. Actually did 2 to piloting, I think. Really managed to get 1 more shot off. Oh well. But as you can see, the Vulcan, absolutely insane weapon. The ship explodes, leaving behind a substantial collection of useful scrap material. Alright, let's take what we have to this store. The Engi can do remarkable things with just a pile of scrap. The Engi have at this beacon, the Engi hive at this beacon are selling equipment just for that. Cloaking. Boy, oh boy, cloaking might be it. Cloaking might be it. Can sell that, can sell the anti-drone off. Finally time to sell off that and probably the heavy laser. So now we can grab cloaking. We'll repair up to green. And then I think we want to start improving our cloaking, actually. The longer we can cloak... Well, yeah. I mean, it's... Cloaking is helpful. It'll be important for when we need it. We'll also grab some fuel, I think. We'll hit this, because we can hit this beacon. Really, we can hit this beacon, this beacon, and this beacon. We actually might be able to hit all of these, but... Even still. As soon as you jump into the system, you receive a hail from a nearby civilian Engi vessel. Their captain appears on your screen. Strange bug. Can you assist in debugging? Listen to their problem. Found a malfunctioning mantis. Believes it is human. Will receive input only from human. Danger evaluation extremely high. Provide assistance. Human crew. Send your human crew member to communicate with the mantis. The mantis is grateful to see another human and introduces himself as Robert Smith. He explains he's from a nearby human colony and would appreciate being returned there. The colony is a mining operation that specializes in FDL fuel. Robert's family, the head engineers, are excited to see him and are very grateful for his return. Apparently, he ran away to join the Federation like his older brother, but just was never accepted onto a ship. Offer him a position on your ship. Ask if they can take a look at your engines. Do we want a Mantis or do we want our engines upgraded? Mantis are nice for boarding situations. And that's the main reason why I'm thinking about taking a Mantis. Because nobody on our crew is really ideal for any boarding situation. I think we'll take Smith, and he's maxed out on combat already. All right, we'll keep you kind of centralized. Not that it really matters because of the way the ship is laid out, but you can hang out there. You are immediately contacted by a settlement. Hello, travelers. Your ship seems to be outfitted for combat. Care to take up a bit of mercenary work? Some of our friends have taken to piracy in the recent chaos of the war. We'd like you to convince them of their poor decisions by severely damaging their ship. We'll pay you as long as you don't kill them all. Okay. Just be sure not to blow them up, they say nervously as they direct you to a nearby moon. You find the pirate ship docked there. They immediately respond to your appearance, your money, or your life. They must be new to this. We'll save our cloaking for now. I think what we'll do is cloak. Okay, that's only 2 shots. That's fine. I was gonna say we might save our cloaking to cloak under the laser, but it's actually not that big a deal. Not enough system power. Oh, right, because we need to do this. I forgot. That's why I had that there. I kind of actually want to go against the piloting here now. Excellent. They hail your ship saying you win. We're not cut out for this. Let them live and return to the settlement. With the pirates dissuaded from their career path, you return to the settlement. Thank you. They returned to us before you did. I don't think we'll need this anymore. Breach Bomb Mark II. Breach Bomb Mark II. Damages crews. Damages systems. That's actually kind of tempting to keep over the burst laser. The Vulcan will get charging, and then we can use the Breach Bomb Mark II to hit whatever we need. No, we'll stick with this. I think this is the wiser play. Buy more power, because we need the juice. And onto the next sector. Do we want to sell drone parts? Not really. We probably don't need all 18 that we have. Because we do. I forget that I have the defense drone, honestly. We'll ignore the station. Engi controlled or civilian? We'll just continue into Engi controlled. My biggest worry is that we're low on fuel, but as long as we keep visiting beacons with ships, We should be okay. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. After a short time, you receive a message. Hello, I hope it's not a bother, but I'm looking for an escort to a nearby system. This region is quite dangerous and our ship is not well armed. Yeah, I can see that. Sure. Quest is over there. Distress is here. We can hit both. The rebel fighter here would seem to suggest elements of the rebel fleet are already making incursions on Engi space. You move to engage. Let's see where they beam into. Smith, get to work. We're gonna get the Vulcan started up here. And I think we want to try and stealth under their laser volley here. You two are going to swap out. And the Engi is going to come to help. Okay. Excellent. Alright, now the Vulcan is fully operational. Alright. We'll do what damage we can to their cockpit. Just to drastically increase our chance of I'm actually going to hold off here because we'll be able to sustain this, and maybe we can try and go for a crew kill here actually. As long as nobody's in the cockpit, their FTL isn't charging. Nope. Odd choice. They don't have a medbay or clone bay. Oh, why would I do that? Yeah. So that guy's dead. Might be able to squeeze in a full crew kill here. Maybe. Six fuel. We can go for the crew kill, but 6 fuel is a lot right now, so I think we'll just take this. I think we technically did get the crew kill, but it is what it is. Distress. I think we'll hit this distress beacon, see what's up there. It's probably not worth it, but hit this distress beacon. If we could go from one to the other, that'd be perfect, but we can't. We could go distress, then to here, then to the store, then to the quest. But what I want to do is distress, store, and then maybe to the quest from there. That seems pretty good. Very solid. A ship without life forms within a necessary dense asteroid field is giving off the distress call. Shall we investigate? It could be dangerous. Search for the ship. Do you find the decaying remains of some kind of ship coated with ice or crystal? You send some crew aboard to explore. Nearly everything is either destroyed or unidentifiable. One of the weapons appears salvageable, and there's a strange stasis pod that catches your eye. It looks like a massive asteroid is in direct collision course with the derelict ship. You have to pull your crew out, but they want to grab what they can first. What do they take? Take the weapon and any spare scrap, or grab the stasis chamber. Well, I can't use the weapon, so I think we'll just grab the stasis chamber. Your crew drags the pod back to your ship before the asteroid smashes into the ship, shattering through the crystal coating and destroying the ship. The pod appears to be functioning, but you see nothing but shards of crystal inside. Perhaps someone else will know how to open it. Damaged stasis pod. The bizarre alien artifact appears to be barely operational. It has no practical function, but perhaps someone can repair it. Interesting. Very interesting. Let's see what we can do. Alright, to the store here. Crew teleporter, don't really need that. Hacking. I think we already are stretched a little too thin. As nice as hacking is, we definitely want to get rid of this. Hacking is quite nice, but how are we going to juice it up? And this is where like a backup battery would be really nice. But we have so much power dedicated to our weapon system, which has its pros and cons. But we don't really have all that much spare energy for hacking as it is. So I think we're just going to take this time to juice up our ship a little bit here. We'll take one more point in this, and then 2 energy bars. How much is it? 50 for the final piloting upgrade. Distress. Ship quest. Okay. We'll head up, grab this distress call. We really don't have... We do not have the fuel for you, sir. There must have been rich pickings for pirates around here up until the war broke out. The pirate you encounter here looks worn down but hungry. You'll have to fight. Anti-drone will be good here, so we'll go ahead and pop that open. We're going to swap out the glaive beam for the burst laser for now. And we will get shooting. Alright, I think what we're going to do here is go ahead, let the Vulcan get its last shot off for now. Stealth, let the glaive beam charge up a little here. And then the Vulcan will return to its regularly scheduled programming. I want to try and hit like the drones really aren't that problematic, to be fair. If we can hit like shields. I think we can hit all 4 of these here for big damage, yeah. Except their surrender. The 3 fuel is tempting. Because that is what we need right now. Because 3 fuel is like kind of the average. Chances are that if we blow them up, we'll get a little less fuel and a little more scrap. So I think we'll take the fuel since we are quite low. We're kind of locked into going down through the southern end of the bottom end of the sector here. Let's hit the quest, then to the distress beacon. Then we'll go 1, 2, 3 if we have the time. Upgraded reactor by 1. Ooh, very nice. That was nice 35 scrap reward, basically. Distress beacon. You arrive at the beacon and immediately detect a pirate ship. It seems the distress beacon was a trap. Unfortunate. Intruders detected. Oh, they have mind control. Alright, I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and... Actually, no. It's not really that worth it right now. So we'll just go ahead and start... Their weapon system isn't even that scary, but it's still what we should go for here. Once they fire... We'll buy ourselves some amount of time here. Vulcan has 2 more shots. Ooh. Alright, at least the missile missed. Because that's the real threat right there. Cool. I'm trying to just go for the crew kill here. Six fuel, yes, we will take that. Everybody back home. Yeah, we can comfortably get all 3 of these jumps. We have some additional fuel for it now. As soon as you jump into the system, you receive a hail from a nearby civilian Engi vessel. Their captain appears on your screen. Strange bug. Can you assist in debugging? Listen to their problem. Found malfunctioning mantis. Believes it is human. Will receive input from only human. Danger evaluation extremely high. Provide assistance. I think we'll do this again. Human crew. Yeah, it's literally the same. Literally the same thing, but he's maxed out on shields. Now we have 2. It's hilarious that we got 2 smiths. Adnan can use some healing, so. Alright. I think we are good. I kind of want to max out my piloting here. I think that's a pretty good decision. Will and Adam. Wait, hold on. Adam Smith isn't a person. Nope. Another boarding drone, okay. But Will Smith is a person. Keku. Will Smith and John Smith. You arrived at the long-range beacon. You arrive at a beacon located in a civilian star system. A nearby colony contacts you. We've got a rogue rebel ship harassing the system. Do you have time to find it? We can certainly try. You're able to quickly track down the rebel. Let's hope he's as easy to defeat in combat as he was to find. Yeah, this is really a non-issue. We can don't even need to worry about the ship, in all honesty. We should have the Vulcan firing, though. I think we're better off firing it into, like, their O2. Wait, did that actually deal damage to us? Is that a... It shouldn't have. I'm pretty sure it didn't. It did. Interesting. Put our wandering Engi here to work. Alright, we'll shut down the Vulcan here. We'll wait for that to fire, and then we'll stealth under it. Give our glaive beam a few seconds to charge here. And everybody will go back to their homes. Getting a nice sweeping glaive beam here. You are considerably more well armed than I would have thought. We surrender. That fuel is nice, but we will not accept surrender. We want this rebel ship gone, done, and dusted. 1 missile, 1 drone, 55 scrap, and a pike beam. That is quite handy. We do have a good amount of energy. I don't really think we need to upgrade cloaking any further. I think we will take... Do we want 2 engines or do we want 2 shields? I always feel like the engines are better here. Because the engines are a bit more flexible. We should take the shields. I really think that's the right play here. You have arrived in Engi space. The fall of the Federation has brought tough times for these robotic life forms. They're usually willing to help. I think this is our 3rd Engi section. Which I'm not really complaining about. Whoa! A settlement still loyal to the Federation hails your ship. They have prepared a weapon to aid your escape from the rebels. Cool. That's a cool background. I kind of think we want to go down and then back up. I mean, I guess we go like here, 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 or here, 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 and then head up towards the exit from there. I don't really like this sector. There's more beacon density right here than there is like in the south part. So it is what it is. This layout is kind of weird. An Engi ship in the vicinity, seeing you jump in armed to the teeth, immediately broadcasts its surrender. Subject, goal, wealth, Engi motivation, survival, transfer of goods acceptable. Explain that you're friendly. The Engi are satisfied with your explanation, beneficial. Subject, goal, long journey. Remains compatible with transfer of goods from Engi. They send over the gear willingly, and you feel better for it. I wonder if you're supposed to get like a drone schematic or something here. But my... no, I still have one more spot for stuff here. I guess we're hitting that distress beacon. I knew someone would fall into our dastardly trap. It appears this distress beacon was nothing but a decoy for a pirate ambush. Well, unfortunately, it is you who is being ambushed, my friend. We'll wait for those missiles to launch. And stealth under them. Because that's kind of spooky. I've got to start heading for a family function. Catch you later. Thank you for hanging out. Swerve. And a big shout out to all of you big lurkers just hanging out, enjoying the stream. Whether you're getting housework done, studying, or doing schoolwork, or gaming yourself, whatever it is. I'm thankful to have you here. I'm having a good time, and I hope you are too. Just got a bunch of Pokemon DLC catching stuff done. That's very good. I still need the new legendary trio from Pokemon Scarlet, but I'll figure it out eventually. At any rate, oh, go ahead and wait for their stealth to finish. And then hopefully we'll be able to hit this weapon system. I can probably do this a little bit differently and squeeze more damage out of this. Excellent. We might be able to stealth under this rocket here. Yeah, we can. Perfect. We don't want the glaive beam to auto-fire quite yet. One more time. We're going to try and do as much damage as we can while hitting their weapon system. I would like to hit their shields, but the weapon system is much more pressing. If you offered me fuel, I probably would have taken it. But with things as they are right now, that's not quite as likely to happen. Alright, excellent. Oh, we still do get 2 fuel out of the whole thing. I'm not quite sure what I want to do with this scrap quite yet. I think it'd be wise to save up for my last shield and then do what I can with additional engines. I think that's the way we want to play this. We'll try and get as far away from here as we can. You arrive just in time to see an unusually well-armed Engi ship destroying a small pirate craft. A teleporter signal is detected. An intruder on deck. A young mantis is in a charred uniform has teleported into the deck. He begs for sanctuary from the Engi and offers to serve in exchange for your protection. The Engi have already traced the teleporter signal and are offering a deal in exchange for the prisoner. Well, I literally can't take another unit. Agree to I think we'll exchange him for the bounty because I don't have room for another crew member. But for the same token, we can just fight them and get whatever rewards we get from that. I think we'll side with the fugitive. Oh. That is unfortunate. Let's see. That's a big laser there. That is a glaive beam. I actually think it's more important to get these repaired right away. Let's fire up a defense drone here. It'll help us out a little bit. And we'll get the Vulcan started. Alright, so that's just the Mark II laser. That's fine. Engi, get to repairing the cameras there. Our Vulcan is fully charged. Here's what we want to try and hit. We want to try and hit the weapons, but I think it's more important to hit the drones right now. So I think we'll cut through this way. This might take some finessing. We don't want the glaive beam to auto-fire right now, because we're gonna need to wait until their shields drop once. Alright, now that drone is offline. Very nice. Once again here, this just requires some amount of finessing. All right. Good thing we have a Engi for that. This is like the one and only counter to... That's a defense drone Mark II. Wow. It's amazing that there's a defense drone that can keep up with the Vulcan. So now we just, one more time, just a waiting game. The ship explodes, leaving behind a substantial collection of useful scrap material. Excellent. Let's get these guys healed up. Let's hit these stores. I doubt we'll get anything that we really need, but we can go 1, 2, and then up to the exit. An Engi ship hails. Engine upgrade necessary for travel home. Sale of equipment necessary for engine upgrade. Well, if we ever wanted to get hacking, now would be the time. We have enough room for one more subsystem. So it would either be hacking or mind control. They're both very, very strong. I think I'm going to go with mind control here. That'll be our last system. Invest in repairing our hull. Upgrade that. Boost health and damage, yeah. We'll grab these for now. Are there anything... Oh, we have plenty of stuff to sell. We can sell all that. Get some more power here. Question is, do we want to just go all in on mind control here? I think we want the ship power for the time being. And then we'll decide what to do with it from there. Might go for my fourth and final fire suppression. None of this is... Well, backup battery would have been nice. But none of this is really that important. I think we just take the fuel and head on our way. A third store. Damn. Okay. Might be able to get a little bit more fuel here. Ba-ba-ba. Do we just want to sell? No, we should hang on to the burst laser. That way, if our weapon system gets damaged, we can swap to a backup weapon here. That seems okay. We'll hit this ship, then exit. And then we will be in the last sector. Attack the automated ship to get to the storage cache. We'll go for the mind control here. And we will stealth under the missile, I think. Let our weapons charge up a little bit. Miss. Unfortunate. Want to get that repaired as quickly as possible. Ugh. Alright, let's stealth here. Oh, what am I doing? I have a defense drone for that. I should have taken so much less damage here. I am not a smart man. I could have avoided so much damage there, but it is what it is. Let's get healed up. To the next sector. You've arrived at the long-range beacon. Inquire about their specialty. Do we really need... Alright, we'll upgrade our oxygen system once here, just to have a safety point. No red shirts here. Excellent. Layout unlocked. Engi Cruiser Type C. Very nice. You arrived at an outpost close to the Federation base. Your access codes get you past initial security, and an officer sets up a direct feed to the Federation base's war room. Admiral Tully speaks first, saying, "What is the meaning of this? Who are you? Explain your mission." Your explanation is met with murmurs of cynicism and disbelief among the officers. General Terzil of the Engi Brigade speaks up. Intel suggests potential counter to rebel technology. Risk all or save none. Explain the weakness of the enemy fleet, the rebel flagship. Tully responds, "It's settled. The rebels will be here in a matter of moments. We will do what we can to hold off their warships, but you must succeed in destroying this flagship. Your current outpost can provide some repairs and fuel, and the other repair stations can provide aid as well." Alright, we're coming into the last of it. by that last bit of power here. And I think we'll end up either maxing out mind control or getting another couple of engine upgrades. Unvisited site. Possible ship detected. I think we just want to make a beeline for the final fight. We're not going to get that much out of a store at this point anyway, so... As soon as you arrive at the beacon, a rebel scout turns to engage. Power up the weapons. I think here we'll start with the anti-drone. Then when the time comes, we'll stealth under the rocket. Or actually, fire up the Defense 2 drone. That should... Wow. Completely missed. Unfortunate. Alright. It's tough. Probably should have just went with that from the beginning. Alright. We want to hit these. Actually, can we hit that? No. We'll hit these and the piloting. I actually want to hit piloting first to reduce its evasion. Oh, that was terrible. It's going to take some nuance, I think. I think we'll actually go for the piloting here. Jesus. Alright. Let's shut down the defense drone temporarily to bring back online the anti-drone. Come on, Vulcan. Okay. Cool. That will drastically improve our chance to hit. And by drastically improve, I mean essentially guarantee. That fight, had I been using the defense drone from the very beginning, we probably would have mitigated a good amount of damage there, but it is what it is. So do we want to upgrade our mind control or our cloaking? I think we're better off going for mind control. Because the cloaking is really like a situational utility. We'll jump here, get this fight, upgrade as much as we can. You scan the area, finding signatures for only a small trade vessel. However, as it approaches, you see the silhouette of a rebel scout. You run the scanners again and discover their registration is fake. You move into attack. All right. We're gonna want this. Probably should fire up our defense drone, but I think what we actually want to do is stealth under the first volley. We can actually even mind control, because we need to start. We didn't use mind control at all last fight. Well, we couldn't have. Let's mind control the weapons. We'll slow them down. And the main thing question is if this is a flak 1 or flak 2. Probably a flak 1. We probably want to stealth under the rocket anyway. It was a flak 1, I think. Alright, get some mantises sealed up. I think we'll fire up the defense drone now. And now from here, we can probably get all 4 here. Yeah, just like that. Excellent. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. This is a tricky build, but it's like putting everything into our strength here, into our forward power. Alright, I don't really think we can afford any more upgrades. Well, it depends on how much we want to use our defense drone. But I think this is where we can put a couple of points into our engines for that flexibility. I think we'll take this ship fight. You received a transmission. Sorry, sir. This is nothing personal, but we're under orders. The rebel ship's weapons go hot. This is a basic combat drone. I'm not that worried about it. Them getting some extra shields here is a little annoying. We can go after their weapons here again. We'll stealth under the burst laser volley. Pushing through damage with our glaive beam when we have the chance. We will never accept surrender. Can we hit the pilots here? Yeah, we can. Just make sure they don't get away. Nice and clean fight. Alright, we'll actually wait here. Well, we could drop... Let's drop to the base. Because they should heal us up. Nope. Okay. It is what it is. Let's get it on with the Rebel flagship. This is it, the Rebel flagship. If you are able to destroy this monstrosity, the Federation fleet will have a chance of surviving. There is no turning back. We don't want to stealth quite yet. Hopefully, okay, that's probably one of the better systems they could have hacked for the time being. We want to stealth under their big burst. But let's start by mind controlling the gentleman in that room. This is what we want to stealth under here. It's kind of awkward because this is probably the most dangerous weapon system. So we want to start working on that, I think. Whew. Thank you, shields. We'll be able to stealth here again in just a second. If we want to. To avoid their next big volley here. Oh, yeah. I want to start glaving this out. The drone hacking isn't that big of a deal. We can live with that for now. We will stealth under this for safety. Nice, that weapon is down for now. Come on. Think now we'll start going after their shields very specifically. What am I doing? We should try and hit the pilot. Hit the cockpit. This will do more damage then. Cool. Really clean phase 1. Just as you finally gain the upper hand, it finds a way to make it an FTL jump. You've got to keep up with the assault. We'll meet them at the base. This will be it. You chase down the flagship and discover it is heavily damaged from the previous fight. Scans indicate that it has redirected considerable power to its drones. Get ready for a fight. Combat drone and a beam drone. Defense drone Mark 1. I think we want to fire up our defense drone here. We'll take 1 point out of mind control in order to do that. This is where a backup battery would be top notch. I guess we could have taken a point out of stealth. Once again, the missiles are probably the most dangerous weapons here. Well, likely we should start mind controlling somebody. Oh, power surge detected. What do we want to do here? We'll send our Mantis in. And we'll begin... We'll wait for the next... weapon to fire. So we'll stealth now. Mitigate as much damage as possible here. Oh, you guys are not having a good time. Smith and Smith. We want you in the med bay. Now we have to play this carefully. I can't quite reach the pilot here. I think we'll go for this. Okay. Our wandering Engis will start getting to work here. Stealthing would be fantastic. Guess we'll turn on the burst laser for now. We need to try and take stock of what's happening here. Oof. I guess whoever was in there is dead. Or, oh, there we go. No? Alright, let's take a second here and figure out what we're doing. We want to get our cameras back online. There's a fire in the O2 room. We can... This weapon is down, which is nice. But our defense drone is still in handy. And our engines are under attack. We have that back up. Let's start going for their shields. Okay. We need to start focusing on getting our 2 back online. You're having a hard time. I'm going to swap you 2 around. Actually, the Mantis should be in there. You're going to stay right there for 1 second. We're going to mind control one of you in there. And then you'll start heading to the med bay. What are you? Engines. Alright, we did make it out of there alive, but we don't have that much juice left. But let's take a second. With the hull breach sealed. Sorry, I'm very focused. With the hull breach sealed, we can get to repairing our engine here. Get everybody back home, everybody healed up. Oh, the other smith doesn't have a home. I'm actually going to put these two in the O2 room. Well, I'm actually going to have one on either side of the ship, basically. It's jumping away from the base. We could try to make 2 jumps to repair and then jump back. I think our only option is to really just jump after this and see what we can do. Alright. Mind control on our guns. That's less than ideal. I think we want to keep with our defense drone. And we will stealth under their first real volley. Oh, we do have an actual fight here. Actually, this is fine. We'll stealth here. We may have stealthed a little too early. We will see. All right, cool. We held our own pretty well right there. Whew. We can't mind control anything right now. All right. Oh. They just lost a guy. Okay. You're gonna go in there. You're gonna come down. You're gonna come down to heal or help with the doors. You're gonna swing over there to help. You're gonna go for the O2. You're gonna get on stealth. Cool. All right, we're finally through that. You're gonna stay there. You're gonna stay there. Ooh, you need to back out. I guess we'll keep with the burst laser here for now. I think this will be okay. Yeah, that's exactly what we needed. Alright, let's get everybody home for the time being. We'll try and keep our Mantis... Oh, nope, there it is. Yeah, unfortunately, we took a lot of damage in that second fight. And we couldn't keep our glaive beam online. If we were able to keep our glaive, like if they weren't going for our weapon system, if we were able to weather that storm, we would have probably started to make some progress, but we just didn't have quite enough. Well, I may have also taken my my guy off of piloting by mistake, but we didn't get quite enough lucky with the dodges. But it is what it is. All right. Oh, that is unfortunate. Really unfortunate. But I'm going to go get ourselves a drink.